I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right, my daddy want me to speak on some things about people trying to throw stone at people and they which they cannot do. They cannot do. They cannot throw stone at people if they stuff is going wrong they self. They cannot throw stone at nobody. Period. You cannot call nobody out if other people are calling you out. You hear people trying to call out people, telling them, talking about how people smell, how their house look, and all of that. And the only time you hear that from people is the ones that don't take care of themselves. Them the ones that throw stone, cause them the ones that don't take care of themselves. So they have to try to bring people down to their level. But see, you gotta look at it. Don't nobody want to call out stone on nobody because everybody trying to live their life to the according to the way God wants them to live their life. And some people just don't want to live their life to the according to the way God wants them to live their life. Because you know why? They don't have a life to live. They don't have a life to live. They falling all the way down. So they have to try to make everybody else fall like them. You know how it goes. Misery loves company. They are so miserable that they don't have Jack. You know, like I'm gonna put it like this: they don't have a pot to piss in and throw out the window. So they want to call out people. You know, they want to call people out. But see, they can't do that because they can't even get help to help people to help them. So they want to, put everybody in the same category that they are in. That's how people is. They want to put people in the same category that they in because they don't have a pot to piss in and throw out the window. They can't even get nobody to help them. Do nothing. So you know how people that lives in houses, people in houses, they don't go around talking about people. Them only the people that live in projects. Like live in like condos, live in high rise buildings, stuff like that. Them the people that try to call out people because people don't realize that people can smell the odor coming from other people's houses, especially if they don't clean their house. You can smell that odor all through your house. It comes all through it. And all these people do that live in the projects, all they do is argue, fight, don't take care of themselves, don't clean their house up, don't take baths, have a smelling hygienes. They just don't do nothing. And it goes all through other people's houses. And everybody can smell the crap. It's all through the hallways. It's coming all out the house. And people smell it. And they don't think nobody can smell their odors, but you can. You can smell their odors. And then they go around trying to talk about people. And them the main ones that don't take care of themselves. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Yeah. Them the main ones that don't take care of themselves. They go around trying to talk about people. And they be the main ones that stinking. People can walk past them and smell their odors and just don't say nothing. Sometimes people cover their nose like, oh my God, this person stink. Do they ever take a bath? No, they don't. Because they scared of the water. You know why? Because only demons are scared of the water. They can't take baths. They figure if they get in the tub, they gonna burn to death. That's why they don't take baths, because they scared. They scared. They scared of the water. They like their house stinking so bad. They really do. They can't clean up their house. They can't because they like the stink. Because like God say, if you a godly person, you going to take care of your house. But if you're not a godly person, you're going to have a nasty, stinking house. And demons is not godly people. They not. So they don't take care of their house because they're not godly people. They like their house nasty. Let me tell you something. One day I went over these people's house one day, and they had clothes laying everywhere, all in the front room, all in the kitchen, all in the bedroom, shoes and everything just laying around. And then if you got dogs, they have dog boo-boo laying around. They don't clean, they don't get up the dog boo-boo. They don't even, if you got a cat, they don't even clean out the litter box. They don't do none of that. Demons don't clean their house up, and especially if they got animals. They let the animals walk around stinking and smelling. Don't give them no baths. Don't do none of that. They don't give them no baths. They don't clean up the boo-boo. Barely sometimes they clean up the boo-boo. They don't do none of that. That's what demons do. They just plain nasty. You walk in their house be so stinking and dirty and nasty. They have dishes all in the sink, everywhere. That's how demons live. Now, a godly person, their house going to be spick and span. You ain't going to smell jack coming out their house because their house stay clean. That's a godly person. And God bless people that keep their house clean. The ones that he don't bless is demons because they don't keep their house clean. They just plain, nasty, dirty people. They go around trying to talk about people. So the ones that don't clean their house up, them are misery people. Misery. They are very miserable. And they don't have nothing else better to do. And some people do not like to come in their house. But let me tell you something. The only people will come in their house is the people that's nasty like them. Them the ones will go into a nasty house. If you're nasty like these people, you're going to go into their house. But if you never been in a person's house and you walk in their house, like, oh my God, I never know you take care of your house like this. You walk out there in the streets like you got it all going on. And then when you walk in their house, it's nasty. And you're like, oh my God, I ain't never coming back up in here no more. And sometimes people have the bold enough to tell them, clean your house up. Yeah. Some people would tell you straight off the bat, why don't you clean up your house? This is just ridiculous. Yeah. You could get people that will say that to you. Like, this is crazy. Why would you let your house look like this? You walk out there in the streets like you got it all going on, but your house stinking and nasty. How you gonna talk about somebody? Like my daddy say, don't throw stone at nobody else if you can't bag it up. Don't do it. And then you hear people talking about people like, man, these people they nasty. They don't keep their house clean. They don't keep their hygiene. They don't take no baths. They got diseases. They got AIDS. They got all kind of stuff running through their bodies. But they try to talk about people. Wow. So that's why I say, y'all, don't worry about it. Let people do them. Because at the end of the day, they look around at their house and then they say, how the heck can I talk about somebody else when I'm looking the way I'm looking? That's the only thing they can see. You can't talk about nobody. Because when the main person try to talk about you, that's the main person that's going through the situation. Think about that. If you ever hear somebody trying to talk about somebody else, that person is the one that's going through all the situation. Believe that. They the one that's going through it. So, like I say, misery loves company. And they can't help it. So when you see people put stuff up, them the ones that's going through it. Them the ones that's going through it. And they going through it bad. And you think the people in the neighborhood don't talk about it? Yeah, because they smell the smell going all through their house. They can smell other people odors coming through their house. You can smell it. It go all through the building, and everybody can smell it. Some people say something about it. Some people don't. Some people hold their nose. I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. Even the mail people, when they come and deliver mail, they smell the stank. The mail people be saying, "What is that smell?" And the people that got the smell, knowing that the smell is coming out their house, they knowing it. And you know, the mail people can smell it too. They know it's coming from that person's house, cause it ain't nobody else's house smelling but that person's house. So you know where it's coming from. Everybody can smell it. So let me tell you, don't worry about it. Like I said, anytime somebody try to talk about somebody, them is the main ones that's going through the problem. So anytime you see somebody put something up on your post, on your thing, them is the ones that's going through all the situation. Them is the ones that got the stanky house, the stanky hygiene, all of that. They the one got it. And they trying to make themselves feel better. So remember that. Anytime you see somebody put a post up on your what's the name, them the ones that's going through the situation. Them is the main ones that's going through the situation. So don't never worry about it. You already have figured that out right there. When somebody puts something up there, them the ones that's going through the situation. That's how it goes. So this is what my daddy wanted me to talk to y'all about. Let me tell y'all something. Now, back then, I used to do the dozen with what's his name? What is that man's name? And I just had his name in my head too. Um, I forgot his name. But I used to do the dozens with him. I did a lot of dozens with a lot of rich people back in the day before they became rich. I used to do the dozen with them. You know, people try to throw dozens on people, but they can't play the game like they should. They don't know how to play the dozens. So if you're gonna try to criticize somebody, make sure you know how to play the dozens. If you can't play it, stay out the kitchen. If you can't throw the dozens, stay out the kitchen. Don't try to throw dozens on people if you can't play the game. Because you got to know how to play the dozens. If you can't do it, stay out the kitchen. That's the way that goes. But one day I'll think of his name and then I'll tell y'all who he is. But I can't think of his name at the time right now. So thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you, Father love you, Holy Ghost, angels, ancestors, and I love y'all. And I'll be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.